So we'll get the bolts out. Turn it to one side, take your bolt out, and then we're going to move it forward, lift it up and guide it out somehow. See, I'm trying not to lose these things here that usually drop on the floor. Put that in the box, the weight came off. I'll put the bolts in there because they're in different dockets. Again, these parts of these organising trays are absolutely brilliant for jobs like this. Now we can take this, whatever you want to call it, off. Now remember, if you do this on your own, it's kind of easy really when you just got to get the tools. Remember that this broad piece, you know, this bit of machining here is thicker than this piece. So this is larger, this is smaller. This goes towards the gearbox end. Now as you can see here, we have a clip. I'm going to try and get under that and take it off if it will. Put your fingers around the clip so it doesn't fly across the room, because you're going to use that one again. Put that into there, that's that done. The next thing, we've got to try and get this unit off here. Now this is where it gets difficult. Alright, this is where it gets really tricky, because we need to draw that off. I don't know why they did it like that, it didn't make any sense to me. So what we're going to do, damn it all, we're all backward, it must be left-hand drive this camera. We have this tool here, this set of rings here that goes on like so, and allows these puller legs that I made to go onto here and pull that off. Well, it's a right pain to get set up, but I can't think of another way to do it. I mean, you can't push off here, you have to pull it off the end. And I don't particularly like this idea of a tool, because it's got two of the tiniest pins they could probably find, and I made this so that this locates in here, look, see, like that. We've got a bit of free play, but it'll come into there. Now, it's a little trick. What I found was this. I don't know where the hell that came from. I believe it's off an Austin Mini oil seal or something. Anyway, I put that like that, and even though it's a flat ring, you know, it's like a circle. If I turn it that way, put it on like that, and that saves holding that whilst you pull it off. It would have been a lot better idea to do something sort of permanent, but they didn't. So I'm going to get set up and we'll try and draw that off. I think I might come up with a better idea than this, because I'm not pulling off those pins now. I think I might just make this like a horseshoe next time to go around. It is coming off. You know, I put a protector on the end here. There's a little cap, the protection cap. That's coming off. You can probably see it's a right faff on. That's its limit. This is where it gets tricky with this machine, because you've got to sort of back off the hydraulic thing and at the same time screw it in so the bits don't fall off. And of course you want to try and keep it central, which isn't easy. What a mess about me. But the hammering them off is not a good idea. once you start to get them moving, they'll just drop off, you know what I mean? Like that. See? And what we've done now, we can take our tool. In fact, you know, thinking about it, I could just weld. I could just weld those bits onto there. Look, it'll make an awful lot easier. Right, let's get that thing out of the way. Now, by doing it like that, that allows us now to take that unit off completely. Save the selective shim, but we didn't disturb the synchro. Now, looking at the synchro, so far so good, but we're going to strip these down individually. So we're going to put that in the parts box. We're going to split off the needle roller bearing, put that on top of there, take the protective cap off there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to try and buzz off this nut off here. Now I should have really left that in so I could put a rag on it so I can get it off, but wait a minute, we'll see what we'll come off with. So I've ended up putting the taking the gear just slides over, so I put the bearing on and the gear, and that should lock into there. I hope it does, I don't know, let's see. There we go. I use a microfiber cloth to lock in because they're nice and soft and they don't seem to break up all that much. So there's that nut. That goes onto there. That goes into there. Try and keep all your parts in order. It's really, really important. Take the split bearing off. Right. Now again, here we go again. We need the puller again. Where's the other bit? That goes around there like that, look. I think we put a spacer in here. Indeed. There's the ring. Don't forget the ring thing. Tighten that up. And there's the gear off. Always important to protect the shafts and the threads because we usually end up using them again. Well, we're getting to the good bit now. Now don't worry if your gearbox sounds a bit clunky because we've taken off all the tension and things like that. Yeah, so this is it. So now with this, you must remember to take this top location pin out of here. We can't get the ball out, so the ball will probably fall on the floor when we strip it. Oof. So let's have a look. How are we going to do this? I should really put it on my stand, but it doesn't really matter all that much. That's how we'll just pull it to bits. We'll put it on the stand when we put it back together again. Take those temporary bolts out. Take the gasket a bit. Using our pry tools. Just generally work around, because this is on dowels. You know, there's a dowel, there's a big dowel going right through the bottom of here. You see there, down there. So what we want to do is just work out progressively around that. There we go. And then I've got two tools, and just work it. One dowel's at the top of here, one's at the bottom. Sometimes the dowels come out with the other casing, if you see what I mean. Oops. Yeah, sometimes the dowels come out. They are a bit of a bugger to do. Might have to use now the casing's open. Just use a crowfoot and just try and get it in there and pull this off even. The dowels sometimes can get rust in them. Yeah, it's sort of a little bit. That one, the top one's alright. I'm going to have to lever that one and tap this one. There we go, we're in. Oh, that's off the reverse. Because we're doing it backwards, you see. Right, so that's all the bits. When I get to my moment of glory, the bloody battery went flat again. I'm sort of looking around the synchros and things. Do you know, there's nothing, I can't really see too much wrong with it. The bearings aren't too clever. I don't know if you can focus in on that, but you can see the grain, they're pockmarked. Not good at all. So we'll replace the bearings. In fact, I think, I haven't seen anything yet until I strip this lay shaft down. This main shaft, should I say. But the main shaft's good, we can use that again. I was looking around these synchros here, they seem to click in quite nice. There's no damage to the teeth. You know, they look really, really good. God, I've seen them a lot worse than that. So I'm thinking, a set of synchro rings, set of bearings, gaskets, should be good to go. What I'll do is I'll strip this oil pump down. Oh, there's the pin, look. Don't forget that. There's the pin that came out of the selector at the top. There's nothing, the oil's sort of black browny type colour, but the oil pump feels good, but these old LT77s had a bit of a problem shearing off the drives inside, especially when it was cold. But I can't see that. I've got this sneaking feeling that this might be alright. It might be something to do with either the setup of the linkages. But seeing we're here, let's change the bearings and the synchros, because we can get a set from Ashcroft's. Like, they do kits for these, so that's pretty damn good, isn't it? And that's it. I don't think there's anything else really really to change in this. I didn't see any teeth come out. There's a little bit of metal filings in there, but that's kind of normal when you've had a rebuilt box. I'll find out from the owner what has happened, and then when we get some bits we'll chat.